35 unexplained Wild West mysteries that scientists can't explain. The Wild West, a time of adventure, lawlessness, and exploration, has always fascinated historians and enthusiasts alike. It was an era marked by gold rushes, outlaws, and rugged landscapes. Number 35. The Disappearance of Everett Roos. Everett Roos was a young artist and poet who vanished in the Utah desert in 1934. Known for his adventurous spirit and love for the wild, Roos set out on a solo expedition, never to return. Despite extensive searches, his fate remains unknown. Some believe he fell victim to the harsh desert environment, while others speculate he was murdered or chose to disappear intentionally. The mystery of Everett Roos continues to intrigue and baffle those who follow his story, with theories ranging from plausible to fantastical.
And then putting the ink over and then pressing it onto paper. He's quite collectible because of the great story that goes along with it.
His letters and artworks left behind offer a glimpse into his adventurous soul, but they also leave many questions unanswered about his final days.
He never wanted to come back to civilization anymore. He loved the landscape and just wanted to stay there and live out his days, and I think that's what happened.
Number 34. The Lost Dutchman's Gold Mine. The legend of the Lost Dutchman's Gold Mine in the superstitious mountains of Arizona is one of the most famous treasure tales of the Wild West. According to the story, a German immigrant named Jacob Waltz discovered a rich gold mine in the 19th century, but took the location to his grave.
You gotta see this, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Treasure hunters have searched tirelessly for the mine, facing harsh conditions and, in some cases, death. Despite numerous expeditions and even modern technological efforts, the mine's location remains a tantalizing mystery. The Superstition Mountains themselves are steeped in lore, with stories of curses and hidden dangers, adding to the allure and peril of the search.
Something. Hey, look at this. We're dealing with some quartzite, iron oxide, really interesting stuff.
Number 33. The Mysterious Death of Albert Jennings Fountain. Albert Jennings Fountain, a prominent lawyer and politician, disappeared along with his son Henry in 1896 while traveling through the New Mexico desert. Their wagon was found, but their bodies were never recovered. Theories about their disappearance include political assassination and conflicts with local outlaws. Despite several suspects and ongoing investigations, the fate of Fountain and his son remains an enduring enigma, with no conclusive evidence to solve the case. Their disappearance had significant political ramifications at the time, sparking fear and rumors throughout the region and leading to numerous conspiracy theories that persist to this day. Number 32. The Ghost Lights of Marfa.
I don't see how it cannot impact you.
It's overwhelming in the best way, and it's my...
The Marfa lights are mysterious glowing orbs that have been reported near Marfa, Texas, since the late 19th century. These lights appear randomly and are often described as floating or dancing on the horizon. Scientists have proposed various explanations, such as atmospheric reflections or car headlights, but none fully account for the phenomenon's consistency and longevity. The Marfa lights continue to attract visitors and remain one of the most intriguing unexplained phenomena of the Wild West. Local folklore has embraced the lights, with stories of ghosts, UFOs, and supernatural occurrences, adding to the mystique and drawing even more curious observers to the area. Number 31. The Vanishing of the Anasazi. The Anasazi, an ancient Native American civilization, flourished in the Four Corners region of the United States before suddenly disappearing around 1300 AD. Their sophisticated cliff dwellings and pottery remain, but their abrupt departure is shrouded in mystery. Theories about their disappearance range from severe drought and resource depletion to social strife and migration. Despite extensive archaeological studies, the true reasons behind the Anasazi's vanishing remain speculative and unexplained. The remnants of their civilization, like the awe-inspiring structures of the Mesa Verde, continue to captivate researchers and tourists alike, who are drawn by the mysteries and legacy of the Anasazi. Number 30. The Canyon Diablo train robbery. In 1889, a train carrying a significant amount of money was robbed near Canyon Diablo, Arizona. The robbers disappeared without a trace, and neither the culprits nor the stolen money was ever found. This heist is one of the most notorious unsolved crimes of the Wild West.
The engine and the two leading coaches were over Bridego Bridge, a bridge over one of the most deserted roads along the whole line. The lorry waited below. The
Notorious unsolved crimes of the Wild West.
time 3 a.m. The masked robbers meanwhile broke into the high-value coaches and forced the 5 postal workers in them to lie face down.
Speculators include insider involvement in hidden treasure caches, but despite numerous theories and searches, the fate of the robbers and the loot remains a mystery. The area around Canyon Diablo, with its rugged landscape and desolate beauty, seems to guard its secrets well, continuing to lure treasure hunters and mystery enthusiasts.
Emptying the coach of the mailbags, the robbers threw them down onto others who loaded them onto the truck.
Number 29. The Tao's Hum. The Tao's hum is a low-frequency humming sound heard by some residents of Taos, New Mexico. Reported since the early 1900s, the source of the hum has eluded scientific explanation. Various studies have been conducted, including acoustic measurements and surveys, but the origin of the sound remains unidentified. Some suggest geological or environmental causes, while others propose more mystical explanations. Tao's hum continues to perplex both residents and scientists alike, becoming a part of local legend and folklore. Those who hear it describe it as an incessant, maddening drone that disrupts their daily lives, adding a personal layer to this scientific enigma. Number 28. The Disappearance of the Jesse Evans Gang. The Jesse Evans Gang was an infamous outlaw group that operated in the late 19th century. Known for their involvement in the Lincoln County War, the gang mysteriously vanished after a series of crimes. Various accounts suggest they fled to Mexico or were killed, but no definitive evidence has ever surfaced. Their disappearance adds to the lore of the Wild West, leaving historians and enthusiasts to wonder about their ultimate fate. The gang's exploits were notorious, involving cattle rustling, robbery, and gunfights, making their sudden disappearance all the more intriguing and ripe for speculation. Number 27. The Skeletons of Spirit Cave. In 1940, human remains were discovered in Spirit Cave, Nevada, and dated back over 9,000 years, making them some of the oldest in North America. The origins of these skeletons and their sudden disappearance remains a puzzle. Studies have provided insights into their lifestyle and health, but the reasons for their eventual abandonment of the area are unclear. This discovery challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations and their movements across the continent. The Spirit Cave mummy, as it is known, has sparked debates about early human migration and the complex history of ancient peoples in North America. Number 26. The Curse of the Lost Rhodes Mines. The Lost Rhodes Mines are rumored to be rich gold mines hidden in Utah, allegedly cursed by Native American spirits to protect their treasures. Many treasure hunters have sought these mines, but all have failed, often meeting with misfortune or mysterious accidents. The curse in the mine's elusive location continue to fuel legends and speculative expeditions, making it one of the most enduring mysteries of the Wild West. Some believe the mines were intentionally hidden to prevent exploitation, while others think the curse is more than just superstition. The blend of potential riches and supernatural danger makes the story of the Lost Rhodes Mines perpetually fascinating. Number 25. The Death Valley Germans. In 1996, a German family vanished while exploring Death Valley. Despite extensive search efforts, their fate remained unknown until 2009 when their remains were discovered. The harsh environment and the extreme heat likely contributed to their demise, but many questions about their final days and the decisions leading to their disappearance remain unanswered. The case of the Death Valley Germans highlights the dangers of the desert and the enduring mysteries it can hold. Their tragic story serves as a stark reminder of the perils faced by explorers in such unforgiving landscapes, and it continues to haunt those who hear it. Number 24. The Enigma of Skeleton Canyon. Skeleton Canyon, located in the borderlands of Arizona and New Mexico, has a notorious reputation for robberies and disappearances. The site is named for the numerous skeletons found there, believed to be the remains of outlaws and travelers who met violent ends. Theories about buried treasure and ghostly apparitions add to the canyon's mystique. Despite numerous investigations, the true extent of Skeleton Canyon's secrets remain a mystery. The area's desolate beauty and eerie silence make it a chilling place to visit, with its dark history hanging heavy in the air, drawing both the curious and the brave. Number 23. The San Pedro Valley Poltergeist. In the late 19th century, the San Pedro Valley in Arizona was the site of strange and unexplained phenomena, including poltergeist activity. Witnesses reported objects moving on their own, eerie noises, and ghostly apparitions. Despite several investigations, no scientific explanation was found, leading many to believe in supernatural causes. The San Pedro Valley poltergeist remains one of the most intriguing paranormal mysteries of the Wild West. The accounts from witnesses add a human element to the story, with their fear and bewilderment palpable, making this mystery all the more compelling and spooky. Number 22. The Red Ghost of Arizona. The Red Ghost was a mysterious creature sighted in Arizona in the 1880s, described as a red camel ridden by a skeletal figure. These sightings terrified local settlers, and despite various efforts to capture or kill the creature, it remained elusive. Some believe the Red Ghost was an escaped army camel with a dead rider. Others think it was a product of mass hysteria. The legend of the Red Ghost adds a supernatural twist to the Wild West's history. The sightings were numerous and varied, each adding to the myth and ensuring that the tale of the Red Ghost would be passed down through generations. Number 21. The Pecos River Disappearances. The Pecos River, which runs through Texas and New Mexico, has been the site of numerous unexplained disappearances. Travelers and locals alike have vanished near its banks, with no bodies or clues ever found. Some attribute these disappearances to the river's dangerous currents and treacherous terrain, while others suggest more sinister causes. The mystery of the Pecos River remains a haunting enigma, drawing curious adventurers and baffling scientists. The river's remote stretches are both beautiful and foreboding, with legends of lost souls adding an eerie atmosphere to the natural landscape. Number 20. The Curse of the Superstitious Mountains. The Superstitious Mountains in Arizona are believed to be cursed by Native American spirits, protecting the legendary Lost Dutchman's gold mine. Many who have ventured into the mountains in search of the treasure have met with mysterious accidents, illness, or death. The curse, combined with the region's rugged landscape and harsh conditions, continues to deter treasure hunters and fuel the mountain's eerie reputation. The mountain's rugged beauty hides treacherous paths and hidden dangers, making an expedition a perilous undertaking. The stories of those who never returned add to the myth, keeping the legend alive and well. Number 19. The Colorado Cannibal. Alfred Packer, known as the Colorado Cannibal, was accused of cannibalism during a harsh winter expedition in the 1870s. Packer claimed he acted in self-defense and out of desperation, but the true story remains controversial. Some believe Packer was a cold-blooded murderer, while others think he was a victim of circumstance. Despite various trials and investigations, the full truth of what happened on that ill-fated journey remains a mystery. Packer's story is a grim reminder of the extreme conditions faced by pioneers and the desperate measures they sometimes took to survive. His case continues to provoke debate and morbid curiosity. Number 18. The Ghost Town of Bodie. Bodie, California, was once a booming gold mining town, but it was abandoned in the early 20th century. Today it is a well-preserved ghost town, and visitors report strange occurrences and ghostly sightings. Many believe the spirits of former residents still linger, haunted by their past lives and the town's sudden decline. Bodie's eerie atmosphere and reported paranormal activity make it a captivating and mysterious relic of the Wild West. The town's preserved buildings and artifacts offer a poignant glimpse into the lives of its former inhabitants, adding a tangible sense of history to its ghostly legends. Number 17. The Haunted Hotel, Monte Vista. The Hotel Monte Vista in Flagstaff, Arizona, has a long history of paranormal activity. Guests and staff have reported ghostly apparitions, strange noises, and unexplained phenomena. Some of the most famous hauntings include a phantom bellboy and a dancing couple. Despite various investigations, the source of these ghostly encounters remains unexplained, adding to the hotel's mystique and making it a popular destination for ghost hunters. The hotel's rich history and vintage charm create the perfect backdrop for its spooky stories, drawing both thrill seekers and those simply looking to experience a piece of Wild West history. Number 16. The Murder of Julia Boulette. Julia Boulette was a well-known prostitute in Virginia City, Nevada, who was murdered in 1867. Her death shocked the community, and her killer was never definitively identified. Several suspects were arrested, but the true murderer remains unknown. Boulette's murder has become part of the local legend, with theories ranging from jealous rivals to disgruntled clients. The unsolved case continues to intrigue historians and adds to the Wild West's notorious reputation. Julia's story is a tragic reminder of the dangers faced by women in the Wild West, and her mysterious end only adds to her enduring legacy. Number 15. The Legend of Cocoweef Cave. Cocoweef Cave, rumored to be located in the Mojave Desert, is said to contain vast underground gold deposits. The legend originated from a prospector named Earl Dorr, who claimed to have seen the gold but sealed the cave to prevent others from finding it. Despite numerous expeditions and modern technological efforts, no gold has been found, and the cave's existence remains unverified. The legend of Cocoweef Cave continues to captivate treasure hunters and remains one of the Wild West's most enduring mysteries. The cave's allure lies in the promise of unimaginable wealth hidden just out of reach, tantalizing adventurers and dreamers. Number 14. The disappearance of Louis Le Prince. Louis Le Prince, a pioneer in early film technology, vanished without a trace in 1890 while traveling by train in France. Le Prince had been developing a motion picture camera and was on the brink of significant breakthroughs. His disappearance has led to numerous theories, including murder, suicide, and industrial espionage. Despite extensive investigations, no evidence has surfaced to explain his fate, making it one of the most puzzling disappearances in the history of cinema. Le Prince's groundbreaking work in film technology makes his sudden vanishing all the more intriguing, leaving a gap in the annals of cinematic history that continues to puzzle scholars. Number 13. The Massacre at Mountain Meadows. The Mountain Meadows Massacre of 1857 is one of those dark and haunting events that still sparks debate and controversy today. Imagine a peaceful wagon train of immigrants traveling through Utah, only to be brutally attacked by a Mormon militia. The massacre left many dead, and the reasons behind such a horrific event are still debated among historians, adding layers of complexity to this tragic story. Some say the massacre was fueled by deep-seated tensions between Mormons and non-Mormons. At the time, the Utah Territory was a place of significant religious and political strife, with the Mormons feeling isolated and threatened by outsiders. However, other theories suggest that the motives were far more complex, involving a mix of political maneuvering, local power struggles, and fear. The exact details of what transpired remain murky, with accounts varying and much of the evidence lost to time. What makes the Mountain Meadows Massacre particularly chilling is the mystery that still surrounds it. Despite numerous investigations and research, the full story of what happened and why it happened remains elusive. It's a chapter in American history that is both fascinating and deeply unsettling, as it reveals the potential for violence and mistrust even in a country known for its ideals of freedom and justice. The aftermath of the massacre had profound effects on the relations between settlers and local communities. The tragedy not only scarred those directly involved, but also left a lasting impact on the broader perception of the Mormon community and their relationship with the U.S. government. The stories of the survivors, who were mostly young children spared by the attackers, add a poignant and human element to the narrative. Their tales of loss and survival bring a face to the abstract numbers and historical accounts, reminding us that this was not just an event in history, but a real human tragedy. Number 12. The Mystery of Elmer McCurdy's Corpse. Elmer McCurdy was a small-time outlaw whose mummified body became a sideshow attraction for decades after his death in 1911. His corpse was being used in various exhibits and even mistaken for a prop in a film shoot before being identified in 1976. The bizarre journey of McCurdy's body raises questions about how it was preserved. And why it was never properly buried. This macabre tale highlights the strange and often dark side of Wild West history. McCurdy's posthumous adventures are almost more famous than his life, with his body becoming a morbid curiosity that traveled across the country, fascinating and horrifying in equal measure. Number 11. The Ghost of Sarah Winchester.
The Slade farm, which was supposed to be empty, there was some strange activity. He wondered if it could be the gang's hideout. Sure enough, these were the rooms.
Sarah Winchester, widow of the inventor of the Winchester rifle, believed she was haunted by the spirits of those killed by her husband's invention. To appease these spirits, she continuously built and expanded her mansion in San Jose, California, creating a labyrinth structure with no clear plan. The Winchester Mystery House is now a popular tourist attraction, and visitors report ghostly encounters and strange phenomena. The story of Sarah Winchester's obsession and the house's design remain unexplained and continue to fascinate. The mansion's endless hallways and mysterious rooms reflect Sarah's fear and guilt, creating an architectural oddity that attracts thousands of curious visitors each year. Number 10. The Riddle of Fort Wingate. Fort Wingate in New Mexico has a history of ghostly soldiers and unexplained phenomena. Established in the mid-19th century, the fort was a significant military post, but is now abandoned. Reports of paranormal activity, including sightings of ghostly figures and unexplained noises, have persisted over the years. Despite investigations by paranormal researchers, the cause of these occurrences remains unknown, adding to the fort's eerie reputation. The fort's decaying buildings and overgrown grounds create an atmosphere of mystery and abandonment, where the past seems to linger, refusing to fade away completely. Number 9. The Lost City of Zuni. The Lost City of Zuni is one of the most captivating mysteries that has fascinated people for generations. Imagine an ancient city, possibly hidden somewhere in New Mexico, that was once home to a thriving civilization. Archaeologists have uncovered tantalizing clues, artifacts, and ruins that suggest the presence of a complex and rich culture. However, the exact location of this city and the story of its people remains elusive, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. There are many theories about what might have happened to the lost city of Zuni. Some believe that natural disasters like earthquakes or droughts could have led to its downfall. Others suggest that warfare or internal strife might have caused the city's inhabitants to flee, leaving their once great city to be swallowed by time. Another theory posits that the people simply migrated to a new area, seeking better conditions or opportunities. Despite these ideas, no one knows for sure, and each discovery only seems to add to the puzzle. What makes the story of the lost city of Zuni even more compelling is the cultural richness suggested by the artifacts found. These items hint at a society with its own unique traditions, art, and way of life. It's fascinating to think about what these people were like and how they lived. The ruins and objects uncovered give us a glimpse into their world, but without a definitive site or more substantial evidence, much of it is left to speculation and imagination. Number 8. The Ghost of Belle Starr. Belle Starr, a notorious outlaw known as the Bandit Queen, was killed in 1889. Her ghost is reportedly seen near her former home in Oklahoma, riding a black horse and dressed in her signature attire. Numerous sightings and local legends have kept her memory alive, with many believing her restless spirit haunts the area. The story of Belle Starr's ghost adds a supernatural element to her already infamous legacy. Her life as an outlaw was filled with drama and danger, and her ghostly appearances seem to echo the turbulence of her years on Earth, ensuring she remains a larger-than-life figure in the Wild West lore. Number 7. The Mystery of Ludlow Cave.
You gotta see this, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Ludlow Cave in Utah is home to ancient cave paintings and artifacts of unknown origin. Discovered in the early 20th century, these relics suggest a complex and advanced civilization that once inhabited the area. The cave's artifacts have puzzled archaeologists, as their style and craftsmanship do not match those of known Native American cultures. The origins and fate of the Ludlow Cave inhabitants remain a mystery, challenging our understanding of prehistoric America. The discovery of these artifacts raises questions about ancient trade routes and cultural exchanges, hinting at a rich and interconnected past that we are only beginning to understand. Number 6. The Haunting of the Birdcage Theater. The Birdcage Theater in Tombstone, Arizona, was a famous entertainment venue in the late 19th century, known for its rowdy clientele and violent history. Today, it is considered one of the most haunted places in the West, with numerous reports of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena. Visitors and staff have experienced strange occurrences, including sightings of former patrons and performers. Despite various investigations, the source of these hauntings remains a mystery, adding to the theater's legendary status. The theater's dark past, filled with gunfights and illicit activities, seems to have left a lasting impression, making it a hotspot for ghostly encounters and supernatural stories. Number 5. The Curse of the Petrified Forest. The Petrified Forest National Park in Arizona is famous for its fossilized trees, but it is also known for a curse. Visitors who take pieces of petrified wood report experiencing bad luck and misfortune. Park officials receive returned pieces along with apology letters from people who claim the curse is real. Despite the scientific implausibility of a curse, the phenomenon continues, with many choosing not to risk it. The legend of the Petrified Forest curse remains a curious and unexplained aspect of this natural wonder. The park's stunning landscapes and eerie silence add to the mystical allure, making the curse an enduring part of its folklore. Number 4. The Lost Ship of the Desert. The Lost Ship of the Desert is a legendary shipwreck said to be buried in the sands of California's desert. Stories of Spanish galleons and Viking ships filled with treasure have circulated for centuries. Despite numerous expeditions and modern searches, no evidence of such a ship has been found. The mystery of the Lost Ship of the Desert continues to captivate treasure hunters and historians alike, making one of the most tantalizing legends of the Wild West. The harsh and shifting sands of the desert present a formidable barrier, ensuring that, if the ship does exist, it remains hidden, tantalizingly out of reach. Number 3. The Mystery of the Salton Sea Monster. The Salton Sea in California has been the site of reported sightings of a large, unknown creature. Descriptions vary, but many claim it is a prehistoric or alien being. Despite scientific expeditions and sonar searches, no definitive evidence of a monster has been found. The sightings have been attributed to misidentifications or hoaxes, but the legend persists. The Salton sea monster remains a mysterious and intriguing part of California's folklore. The lake's murky waters and desolate surroundings create the perfect setting for such a legend, and the occasional sighting keeps the mystery alive, drawing curiosity and speculation. Number 2. The Enigma of the Great Train Wreck of 1895. The Great Train Wreck of 1895 is one of those haunting tales from the Wild West that still captures the imagination. Picture this, a devastating collision in the middle of the New Mexico desert, where two trains met head-on with catastrophic results. The crash resulted in numerous deaths and injuries, and the scene was described as nothing short of chaotic, with twisted metal and debris scattered across the landscape. People at the time were left in shock, trying to make sense of what had happened. The cause of the wreck has always been shrouded in mystery. Some speculated that it might have been an act of sabotage, perhaps a deliberate attempt to derail the trains for some nefarious reason. Others thought it could have been a tragic mechanical failure, something that was all too possible with the technology of the day. Despite thorough investigations at the time, and even more advanced analysis with modern technology, the exact reason for the collision was never definitively determined. This uncertainty has only added to the mystique surrounding the event, making it a compelling story that has been passed down through generations. Over the years, the Great Train Wreck of 1895 has become a part of Wild West lore, a story that embodies the danger and unpredictability of life on the frontier. It's been memorialized in local history, with many recounting the eerie images of the aftermath. Twisted metal and lost lives, a grim reminder of the perils of the time. The incident left many unanswered questions, and despite all the advances we've made in technology and investigation techniques, the full story of what led to that tragic day remains a mystery. Number 1. The Ghost of John Wesley Hardin. John Wesley Hardin was one of the most feared outlaws of the Wild West, with a reputation for ruthlessness and violence. After his death in 1895, reports of his ghost haunting El Paso, Texas, began to surface. Sightings include ghostly apparitions in the areas he frequented and strange occurrences at his gravesite. The legend of Hardin's ghost adds a supernatural element to his already infamous legacy, with many believing his restless spirit still roams the town. Hardin's violent life and untimely death seem to have left a spectral imprint, making him a permanent, if eerie, fixture in the folklore of the Wild West. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.